Hello, and welcome to the Micromolar Podcast Health and Wellness Series in collaboration with the Marigen Health Foundation.
Today, we're diving into a molecule you've probably heard of, one that's been surrounded by hype for decades: Resveratrol.
That's right. Its story really begins back in the 1930s, when it was first isolated from a plant called white hellebore, but it didn't hit the mainstream until decades later.
That was in the 1990s, with something called the French paradox. The idea was that resveratrol, found in red wine, was protecting French people from heart disease despite their high-fat diets.
Right? And that idea just exploded. Suddenly, everyone was talking about resveratrol as this potential anti-aging, heart-protecting miracle molecule.
And even though that specific link to red wine was later disproven, the scientific interest was definitely sparked. Researchers wanted to know what this compound could really do.
So they took it to the lab. And in early animal studies, the results were incredibly strong.
They were. In mice fed a high-fat diet, resveratrol improved just about everything: their insulin sensitivity, their glucose control, even their survival. It seemed to be revving up their metabolism at a cellular level.
Okay, so in animals, it looked like a home run. But the big question is always, does it translate to people?
And that, Alec, is where the picture gets much, much cloudier. The human trials have been all over the map.
How so?
Well, researchers tested a whole range of doses. At low doses, around 150 milligrams a day, one study in obese men found some modest benefits: a bit better insulin sensitivity, lower triglycerides.
Modest, but something.
Exactly. But when they pushed the doses higher, into the moderate or even high range, the results were really inconsistent. Some studies showed nothing, and at very high doses, people started experiencing gastrointestinal side effects.
So more wasn't better. Why is that?
It comes down to bioavailability. Our gut and liver are extremely efficient at breaking down resveratrol before it can even reach our bloodstream, so most of it gets cleared out right away.
That makes sense. So what's the final verdict from the big picture analyses?
A recent meta-analysis from 2025 summed it up well. In humans, the outcomes are inconsistent. The only time we really see a benefit is in people who already have a metabolic disease. And even then, the effects are modest.
And for healthy people who might take it for anti-aging?
The effects are negligible. Basically, it's not doing much. We've also learned that it doesn't work by directly activating the SIRT1 longevity gene, as first thought. Instead, it seems to act on our body's main energy-sensing pathway, AMPK.
So, to sum it all up, resveratrol is a fascinating compound that looks amazing in animal studies. But in humans, it's not the magic pill it was hyped to be. The benefits are small and mostly limited to those who are already metabolically unwell.
That's the perfect takeaway. It's a great lesson in how complex human biology is, and a reminder to be skeptical of the hype.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in.
Join us next time on the Micromolar Podcast.